Hello, I'm Teddy, and today we have Jim Button and the Wild Fur Team. So, this movie is. I'm pretty sure this movie is a part of, like, a series. So, it is written in Germany, written in German, and this specific DVD is in English. The first problem, okay? The first problem is in the start of where you see at the start of the movie. There's a place called Morrowind, okay? It's like an island. There's like two like mountains or like hills, and then there's kind of like connected by like a bridge, and there's like houses on top of the mountains. You can like go down and stuff, go under the bridge. The sailors don't see the island and they just crash into it. That's what happened to the mailman. The mailman, he was driving on his boat, doing stuff, trying to deliver to the Morrowland people, Morrowlandians, and then he drives into the direction of the land, Morrowland, and crashes into it because he doesn't see it, and then he has to get saved. That's the start of the movie. So they have a little meeting with the people, okay? Which I think I'm pretty sure the population of it's like 20. I don't think the population is that there's a lot of people that live there. So they have a little meeting with the main people that live here, okay, in this island is Jim Button, of course. There's Luke, which is the motor guy. I don't know, he like does locomotives and like builds and drives and them and stuff. Uh, Living ones. I don't know why. There's Emma and Molly, which are locomotives that are living. Why are they living? I don't know why they're living. This lady, I'm guessing it's kind of like the mom of Jim. Not the actual biological mom, but he does because Jim doesn't actually know who his mother and father is. There's Mr. Sleeve. I think that's his name, which is kind of like the smart dude. He's like teacher person, does stuff. There's the king, of course, and there's also Li Shi, which is kind of visits the island. She is the princess of like a kingdom, like a Japanese kingdom. So now, I was wondering how, because in Morroland, it's such a small island, how do they get all the resources? Why do they have a working house? How do they have teacups? Well, that's what they get from the little Japanese kingdom. In the middle of the mountains, there's like a city area. They probably got all the resources from there. Now, as I was saying, that's them, alright? They have a meeting, okay, including Li Shi, of course. Li Shi, they have a little meeting, and then the king tells everyone what is happening. All right, well, people keep there's people crashing into stuff, and then the Luke says maybe we should build a lighthouse, and he's like, oh yes, but we don't have enough space for a lighthouse or something, and there's a guy named Mr. Turtur who lives in the middle of the desert. And they have to find him and bring him back. Bring him back. I'm guessing to make him act as the lighthouse, because he is a giant, but not an actual giant. He kind of, from far away, he's really big. But when you're really close, he's small. I don't know how that works. How you can physically appear bigger. It's kind of like transparent when you see him from afar. I don't know. It's really weird. I'm guessing they need his help I'm guessing to make him the lighthouse, or have him build the lighthouse. I'm guessing it's to make him the lighthouse because he can just hold a lantern and just, or maybe to help, or maybe help him build a lighthouse. Actually, I think it's because, yeah, I think they want to give him a light, like a lantern, so he can stand up and stuff and do stuff. So the second problem you may be asking is that Jim needs to know who his parents are. All right, he wants to know. He's been living for like 12 years, or like for around 12, 13 years of his life, and he doesn't know who his parents are. It's kind like if you're 12 or 13, you probably want to know who your parents are if you don't know. So that's what he wants to know, okay? Because he's curious, all right? He wants to know. But and in the Japanese kingdom that I mentioned, there's a dragon who is I don't really know much of the actual series, but I think that they kind of brought the dragon there from another land. So there's a dragon that is in the Japanese kingdom in a cage that would wake up and give you wisdom. And you can wake her up and she gives you wisdom, but she only gives you wisdom in like a certain time of year or day, I don't remember. And no, she gives you wisdom at a certain time of the year or month. And a certain time of the year, certain times of it. She gives you wisdom at certain times of the year. And it's almost the time of the year to ask the dragon the wisdom. So that's that. Also, there's lots of problems actually in this movie that also needs to be solved. I just realized that there's more than two problems, okay? The lighthouse thing, then there is another thing which is the Jim trying to find his parents. Then there is the fact that there's a person called, there's a mermaid there's a mermaid that swims around doing her thing. She needs an eternal crystal thing in order to marry one of like a sea creature that they both to marry the sea creature. This sea creature, it's not really, there's only like one picture of him in the movie, so it's like this weird thing, like Squidward Lake thing, I don't know. And there's an island, a black island, and there's a crystal thing. Okay, they need to put it into the thing. You need to put it into the correct place, and then the water, or it gives out magnet stuff. All right, it's like when you put it crystal inside of the thing, inside of the place where it needs to go, it creates a big magnet, kind of booms. That kind of like pushes everything towards it, and that's how it needs to be, okay? So then she asks the people to do that, but yes, the Luke and Jim to do that. Of course she can't because she's a mermaid, she doesn't swim, and the crystal is underground. They do that, and that, boom, problem solved, easy, simple. There's another problem. There's the thing called the Wild 13, which only gets starts to get mentioned more at the end of the movie. But the Wild 13, they're just people who haunt the seas. They haunt the seas, they do bad things, alright? They do kidnapping. That's not okay. That's not okay, alright? They kidnap people, okay? And I don't do stuff. Oh, I think that they just kidnap people and sell them or something. I think that's what they do. Even the people that buy them just do stuff. Like, I don't know what they do. Stuff. So that's what they are, okay? The Wild 13, which no one likes them, okay? They're really they're pirates. Grr, arg. And all of these problems at the end get solved, okay? I promise you. Jim finds out his parents, who they are, and the thing invented because he found out who his parents are. They at the end they solve all the problems. Okay, the Wild 13 is now good. Okay, they're not bad people. Okay, the Wild 13 are not going around like doing bad stuff. The Nepomuk finally finally has peace with Turtur, and the Wild 14 are no more. Island is now great, and people don't crash into it, and Jim knows who his parents are. So that's it for the video. Also, there's actually also one other problem that is still not yet solved. It's that there's not peace between the fire and the water people. You know, there's the water people who are like mermaids and like sea creatures and stuff, and there's the fire people. Not people, but they're creatures. And the fire creatures sound like Pokemon. The fire creatures, or I don't know, Avatar? I don't know, it doesn't matter. The fire creatures, they don't like the water. That's the only problem that's not solved yet. So. Okay, so my favorite part of the movie, I don't know why, but the Wild 13, it's like, arr, do 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 arr, do 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 do. Oh, you know, other than the fact that they kidnap people, they're kind of cool, okay? Other than the fact that they kidnap people, they're kind of cool, okay? If you take away the fact that they kidnap people, they're pretty cool, okay? And I also like Mr. Turtle. He has a funny name. He's kind of funny looking. I don't know. He's kind of cool. Here, I don't know if that's a straw hat, but it has an interesting like round hat. He has funny beard, funny hair. Looks interesting. And there's also this guy who's the captain, the Wild 14. Oh yeah, I also forgot to say that the Wild 14 are all twins. Not twins, but they're all 13 uplets. That's how they say it. I don't know. They're 13 uplets. This is the back of the DVD. You know, very special, very cool. As you can see, there is Luke, Alicia, and Jim just looking. There's the mermaid. Her name is very complicated, that's why I didn't say it. And there's that's actually not the captain. It's kind of funny.